Happy Sunday. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend so far. I know it's been very interesting with this low pressure system moving in, bringing some clouds, even some drizzle in the deep interior, but we're expecting to see a little bit of a warm up this week, mainly for our inland communities, as temperatures could be hitting the 90s by this upcoming weekend. All right, so this is a shot of Avila Beach from earlier today, all thanks to 805 webcams. This low pressure system created this wraparound effect and it brought some precipitation into some areas of California, but you can see we're not being impacted by that system at this time. However, daytime highs for today were quite cool, as we are seeing temperatures below normal through at least Monday, and mostly in the 60s, 73 out in Paso Robles, but temperatures right now are quite cool in the interior, in the 50s and 40s, 48 in San Luis Obispo, Santa Maria 15, Santa Ynez 56, and Isla Vista 55 in Santa Barbara. Dew points right now mainly in the 40s. You can see it's a little humid, but temperatures within the last 24 hours only bumping up about 6 degrees in Paso Robles, Shandon, 3 in California Valley, Cuyama, it dropped 2 degrees in Santa Maria. So here's what's going on regionally. This low pressure system that brought some precipitation into California is going to start shifting east. That allowed for warm air aloft to slowly move in today, but by Tuesday we're going to see high pressure starting to build into the region, and that's going to influence or kick off essentially the warming trend that we are going to see here on the Central Coast. We're still seeing a little bit of moisture just north of Santa Barbara in the interior mountains of Santa Barbara County from this low pressure system, but that's going to continue lingering in those mountainous areas of Santa Barbara County overnight. But we're still going to see quite a cloudy start across the Central Coast, mainly for our coastal communities, for areas closer to the beach. As you can see right here on your screen, we're still going to see some sunshine in the forecast by the afternoon hours, but it's still going to be quite cloudy for a lot of our beach communities. We saw gusty northerly winds today. That is still the case. We're still seeing a slight breeze in some areas of the Central Coast. Wind gusts are going to pick up by the afternoon hours, and they are going to be extending out into the interior. So we could see wind gusts close to 30 miles per hour in areas like Paso Robles, California Valley, and it'll still be quite breezy out there as we head into the early evening hours. So here's a look at the high surf advisory. So the reason why this advisory is in place is due to that low pressure system that did move into the area. So this is going to be in effect until 9 a.m. on Monday for our western beaches. Daytime highs for tomorrow for Paso are going to be 75 degrees. It's going to be a lot cooler for our coastal communities, as daytime highs in our north coast beaches will be in the 50s and 60s. Our 5 cities seeing daytime highs in the 60s, 72 in California Valley, 74 in Shandon. And for the south coast, Carpinteria is seeing a daytime high of 61 degrees, upper 60s in the Santa Ynez Valley. All right, so we talked about this warming trend. That's going to kick off as high pressure starts to build in. So you can definitely see it's going to be a lot warmer out in the interior, 90 degrees already on Friday. In Paso Robles, it's going to be quite a warm and beautiful weekend out there. I love going to Paso Robles when I get to visit. Santa Maria, however, is going to be quite cooler on Monday in the upper 60s. However, temperatures are going to be bumping up into the 70s for both Santa Maria and Santa Barbara right around Thursday, and that's going to continue well into the weekend. Central California is going to be quite warm tomorrow if you're heading up north. 76 in San Francisco, 65 down in San Diego. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook shows we're going to see temperatures below normal by the middle of this month, and the Pacific Northwest, Northern California could be getting some rain.